Hey guys, I'm back. Just wanted to bring up a topic that I don't know if it's necessarily a pet peeve of mine, but it's something I'm kind of not real jived about. And I don't know. It's my personal thoughts and opinions on this. Is when people find out that I was in the military or I'm a veteran, and then immediately the first response is, thank you for your service. To me, I don't know, I just get a little bit uncomfortable when people thank me for my service, especially when they don't even know what I did. I mean, these are my thoughts on it. So I was in the Navy for 20 years. My dad was in the Navy for 33 years. I've got a lot of great friends that I made in the Navy. I've got a lot of great friends that I made in all branches of service, Air Force, Army, Coast Guard, Marines. Made a lot of great friends, a lot of great connections. But I've also interacted with quite a few assholes in the military too. So I mean, people that just kind of like rub me the wrong way. And don't get me wrong, not everyone in the military is an asshole. Not everyone in the military is a hero. Not everyone in the military is there because they wanted to be there. Not downplaying anybody's individual commitment to serving the country. That's obviously something that can be commended. But to me, when people say, "Oh, thank you for your service," it's more like a blanket statement, and it doesn't really connect with me, and it just kind of makes me like, I don't know, it just makes me feel kind of, it's like the whole "thank you for your service" comment or statement is just kind of watered down. And let me explain that a little bit. I mean, some people have committed themselves a little bit more than others in the military. I know some people get out after a few years. Some people just do it just for the college benefits. Some people do it for the medical benefits. Some people do it. I know some people have joined the military because they're court ordered to. Basically the judge said, "I'm going to put you in jail unless you join the military." Now I don't know if that's prevalent nowadays, but I know that was the case when I joined, as well as when my father was in the Navy as well. He dealt with a lot of people as a recruiter who were facing court ordered enlistment to join the Navy. So not everyone is doing it because it's the right thing to do, which is fine. I mean, it's a job like anything else. If you're going to thank me for my service, then why don't you thank, a waiter? Why don't you thank a doctor? Why don't you thank a lawyer? Why don't you thank a nonprofit worker or a mailman? They put in years and years of service and dedication as well to their jobs and occupations, and some are pretty good about it, and some are really excellent about it. So I'm not going to freaking outright say don't thank me for my service. If you really want to know about me and my service, then more than welcome to ask me a question about what I did in the Navy, or how long was I in, or where was I stationed. Personal questions like that. Get to know the service member or the veteran, and get to know them. They're people too. We're people too. Veterans are people. People in uniform are people. They have feelings. They have issues. They have thoughts. They have aspirations. They have goals. They have family problems. They have monetary problems. They have successes. They're just like everyday human beings. So if you really want to thank a service member for their service, I'm going to start doing this myself too. When I come across a veteran or someone in uniform at the airport or something, you know, strike up a conversation with them. You know, ask them like, hey, where are you guys headed? You know, where are you stationed? What do you do? What do you guys do? Are you active duty? Are you reservist? Get to know them. Ask them some personal questions, and they'll be happy to share with you. So to me, like, you know, the whole, oh, I see you're in uniform, thank you for your service, it's just kind of getting watered down now. I think it was pretty cool when people started doing it a long time ago, but now it's just like people are going out of their way to thank people for their service, which is fine. Keep doing that if you think that's the appropriate way to do things. But I think a more better way to do it is to establish a connection with a person, you know, conversate with them, get to know them as people, and give them a reason to be thankful for serving their country. Because now they know about you and say, oh, this family man that I met in Iowa, you know, at the airport on a layover, this was pretty cool, and he supports the military, and he supports, you know, what we're doing overseas, and he thinks it's cool that I'm going to go do a training exercise with, you know, the Egyptians or whoever. Obviously, don't give out any classified information, and don't expect any classified information if you're talking with these people. If all you have is a quick couple seconds, and you want to thank someone for their service, maybe say it in a different way. Say it in a different way. Say it in, you know, a way that it makes it sound like it's not thank you for your service, but more of a I appreciate what you're doing for our country, or, you know, because that to me that is a lot more heartfelt than thanking you for your service, because, you know, obviously it's a service we're doing, or we're serving in the military, I get it, but we're also doing something for the country. So that kind of hits home a little bit more, and yeah, it's a few more extra words and a few more extra seconds, but I think it'd probably be more received a little bit better, at least by me. If someone came up to me and said, hey, I appreciate what you're doing for our country, and wanted to thank you for it, that would mean a lot more to me than someone just saying, hey, thank you for your service, thank you for your service, thank you for your service, here's a 10% discount. You know, it seems like it's just everyone is saying it now. It's just getting lost. The meaning is getting lost a little bit. So again, if you're a fan of the thank you for your service statement, then you know, by all means, and keep saying it and keep telling it to people that you see. Definitely, you know, still show appreciation to the troops and the veterans, but try to also come up with different ways to thank folks for their service as well. You know, not just saying, oh, I did my job, check mark, I said thank you for your service. I would find a little bit more meaning in a conversation where someone is trying to learn more about me and what I do in the military, or what I did in the military, and what I actually contributed to, because, you know, yeah, not everyone is a hero. Not everyone is a disabled vet. Not everyone goes to the front lines. A lot of people in the military, I know in the Navy, a lot of people in the Navy, they deploy, and they're just floating around on a ship and do a bunch of port calls. You know, yeah, they're doing their part, but not that many people actually get to see the front lines. So just think about it, and you know, obviously I might post a follow-up video on this. I'm not sure. I know it's to me it's a very personal thing for me to talk about, because I have my thoughts on it. I don't know what other vets think, or what other military service members think about it. So if you disagree with me, that's great. If you agree with me, that's also great. I just want to mix it up a little bit. You know, actually show someone that you are appreciative of what they did by being in the military. So a blanket statement of just thanking you for your service, it's kind of, it doesn't really fit the bill for me, you know. So those are my thoughts. I don't know. I might redo this video. I might think about it a little bit more and see what you guys think about it, and maybe post a follow-up, or if you want to reach out to me and say, hey Dave, you're all fucked up, you know, you should be welcoming of people thanking you. You know, I may come around and change my ways of thinking. I've been wrong before, so I don't mind being told, hey, you're all screwed up in your head. You should love it when people thank you. But for me, my personal background, I think it's just kind of weird. I'd rather be thanked in other ways, or just, you know, I'd rather just be left alone. I don't know. I don't know if I'm just being antisocial, but that's just how I think. So anyway, I blabbed on long enough. Let me know what your thoughts are, and then we'll talk to you later. Bye.